Hi, we are going to solve some of this relationship attachment style stuff. Mostly, I just don't want you to be labeling yourself. We all have patterns, old patterns. When something happens, when we get triggered, when we have a feeling that we don't want to feel, we go into a certain safe place. And that safe place is usually our heads. It's our masculine energy. We go to masculine energy for everything when we can't feel. And feeling is, what I'm all about here. And it's like a never-ending vat of emotion. It's like this amazing cauldron of soup inside your whole belly. And everything's in there. It's the alphabet soup. It's not like things are all compartmentalized. Like a lot of men you meet are compartmentalized. They can have grief one minute and then joy the next. And sex solves a lot of those issues for him. They can just block out things by having different things. This is what addictions are, Drinking and smoking and eating and all of those things basically distract us from these deeper feelings. This just area of mystery that is all about these emotional experiences that really shift in our bodies and our minds and our hearts, and they're yours. You are a woman. You are feminine energy embodied. That means you are constructed to be emotional. Your circuit board in your head is made to be emotional, to intuit things emotionally, to see things emotionally, to be willing to experience things, to be able to experience pain, to be able to bear children, to be able to do so many things. You are important. You are powerful in that feminine emotional energy. You are an emotional creature. Whether you're standing at the head of the boardroom, teaching everybody, telling everybody, explaining things, whether you are running a bulldozer, whatever you are doing, it makes no difference. You are still an emotional creature. You are an emotion-based human. You are crucial to the existence of this planet in so many ways, and he knows it. He is just desiring to both control it so that it doesn't unearth things in him he's not willing to unearth. He is just dealing with his fears and his needs and his wants, and he is looking to you to light the way. He really is. He's looking to you to light the way. In my Modern Siren program, it's about the lighthouse, that you are the beacon. Why? Because he's compartmentalized his emotions. He's got himself in little boxes. He can't see over the lids of these boxes. He just goes about his business and doesn't even know how he feels half the time. And he gets very confused when emotions come at him in certain ways. So we are terrified of feeling emotions. And that is why we end up spewing out communication with different emotions that aren't really the emotions we're feeling or for the reasons why we're feeling them. They are just being spewed out by us, and he feels pushed back and doesn't understand them and is completely overwhelmed. All we need to do is refine that communication, and we are good. We are empowered. We are, leaders. We are the power source. We really are. We're in touch with nature. We're in touch with what there is that has a sense of feeling and a sense of mystery about it. That's you. That's me. That's us. So men know that. So this attachment theory thing, that we have attachment issues, like we are solid. Maybe a man would call that solid. We feel strongly about ourselves, and we can stand up for ourselves, and we can also feel, and we are well-rounded. Okay? Sounds great to me. It's nice if you're labeled with that. Well, what if you're labeled with an avoidant style, meaning get away from me all the time? Or what I call it, being an island. I don't need your help. I don't need you. I can just do this by myself. It's just a habit of personality choices. I mean, come on, it's not who you are. And what about the anxious attachment style? Oh, what's happening? What's he doing? What's going to happen? He's acting this way. I'm so afraid. Well, we get labeled like that. Women get labeled like that for having strong feelings and intuitions and fear. Well, how about you totally fall in love with that whole concept? We all have all of these ways of operating. Sometimes I feel strong and I feel sure of myself, and sometimes I feel like I'm in the middle of a field of mud and I can't get out of it and I don't know which way to turn. The trick is to not get stuck in that label that somebody else made, and instead look at where you are in your being. Are you so full of feeling and ideas and intuition and creative sparks that come up from you, and reactions and responses, that it's overloading you and so you're going into your head? Because that's what happens to men. So can we do the opposite? If you can notice when you're going into your head and trying to figure something out and trying to soften things over, that's the most powerful thing you can do for yourself. So let's look at this thing. We talk about making choices, and I talk about making choices and decisions about where I want to focus my intention, what I want to entertain in the moment. Do I want to entertain this sad feeling I have, or this angry feeling I have? Or do I want to entertain the joyful feeling I have looking out the window at this blue sky? All right, does that have to be a mental masculine choice? No, it's a completely emotional choice, right? Do I want to feel this? Do I want to think about that? Or do I want to look at the blue sky and the green grass? Do I want to lay on the floor and breathe? Do I want to eat something that feels and tastes good, that feels good in my whole body? Do I want to pet something? What do I want to do? What do I want to feel? The difference is, what do I want to feel? So what do I want to focus on? What feeling do I want to focus on? Not what thought. Forget the affirmation business. Forget the thought stuff. You just end up in your masculine energy. And when you get in your masculine energy, you shut the doors on all these amazing feminine energy experiences. All the doors that are open to you. All the paths that are open to you. The places for you to choose where you want to move. What you want to entertain. Where you want to focus your vision, your attention, your look. Have you ever been doing something they call in the zone? You're looking at scrapbooking and you all of a sudden aren't thinking about anything but what color goes with what color and how you want to make a line. That's what art is. You're just creating this. Have you ever looked at a dog or a cat and just been mesmerized and in the moment looking at their eyes and they're looking at you and you're not thinking of anything else? But you want to have sex with somebody and you're having sex and all of a sudden your laundry list comes up. You completely pull back from that experience rather than just staying with it, and you start thinking about things. What you want to do is notice where you are at what time when you start going into your head. And then you get to kind of stop there and shift into the feeling of touching your own skin and what that feels like, or somebody touching you, what that feels like, and see how that progresses for you if you stay in your feeling, emotional, sensual self. To get more relationship advice, check out this video next.